We have 120 bike riders that participate from all over the country. About half of them are men and half of them are women. And we have people of all ages that participate. Our youngest participant is 14 years old. Our most senior participants, we have a male and a female who are 76, both of them.
Well, I know we have a veterinarian, a lot of corporate people, various marketing, large corporation things. We have a police officer, we have a lot of doctors, chiropractor, nurse, everything. I'm sure I know there's a lot of other affiliates that they're directors or board members or various people that work with other affiliates that do this ride every year.
When you're going to decide to do 500 miles in a week, you don't just get up one day and say, I think I'll do that. So I've been doing for the last month and a half, doing daily rides of 25 to 35 miles, kind of back-to-back rides, and then take a day off and ride some more.
Part of what we do with the bike ride is to designate a house each year as what we call our bike home. The riders are dedicated bike riders and they love biking and they want to share their love of biking. And they're also strong supporters of Habitat, obviously doing 500 miles and doing tremendous fundraising efforts. And so this is one way that we can truly bring those two loves together, the biking and the Habitat building part of it.
A few years ago, I was on I still am on, but on the bike committee that sets up this ride. And we started to look for a way to really tie the ride closer to what actually Habitat is doing, because up until that point, we had just primarily raised funds. The idea came about to build a bike home, and the graphic that we generated kind of got the idea going, bike, period, home, period. What we decided was we would not only raise money for a particular house, but we would also work in correlation with the affiliates to design that particular house and then stop along the way of the ride to build that particular house.
There are 16 different states that are represented with the people who are participating here.
We have recycled for the bottles of Gatorade.
Excellent.
Most of them come from the Wisconsin, South Dakota, and Illinois area, but we have 5 riders from California, and then kind of everywhere in between there.
Cold, cold, cold. Hi there.
We don't have hills in central Illinois, so we like this.
About half of them are from the Minnesota area. We have the majority of them come from Minnesota, though.
And sleeping in sleeping bags on gym floors is just phenomenal. Some people tent, and some of us, wimp out and sleep inside, yeah.
Last year we raised $340,000, and this year we're shooting for $500,000, and we feel confident that we're well on our way to getting there.
In addition, the Walmart and the Minnesota Society of Foresters will pledge another sum of money towards the building of this house. We also have New Creation Lutheran Church that has pledged 440 hours towards this house as far as work, and several $1,000s in monetary support. The Partner Families Church, Northwood Assembly, has also volunteered to shingle inside the house for us. Calvary Lutheran Church has also indicated a desire to partner with us.
I do this every year. We get to see the joy in the faces of those who receive the houses. You'll never find a class or group of folks riding this ride. They're the most giving people you'd ever meet, and the volunteers that take care of us, you see the joy in their hearts. I'd ride 1,000 miles.
We have friends from all over the country who, this is our summer camp fun time to visit. So it's a good time.
This is actually my 8th ride. Most of the time I actually cycle on the ride. This year I'm volunteering. And it is an awful lot of fun because for so many different reasons, not only do you get to meet a lot of really great and interesting people, but you're doing an awful lot of good for a lot of people and raising a lot of awareness for Habitat for Humanity, and it's a lot of fun.
Hey, we're on a roll.
So the riders can have the opportunity to either ride 75 miles today. They do a loop from Perham to Perham, or they can choose to help build the bike home, which is going on behind me.
I love riding. And it was really, I was torn. Here I am in Minnesota, I came to ride my bike, but I thought it'd be neat to be on this part of it too.
I'm riding this year and decided to take the day off and work on the build because it's really, one, it's a nice break on the legs, and the other thing is very gratifying to see a house actually start to go up.
Riders can each choose up to 3 places to designate where their funds raised can go. So some of them will choose their local affiliate, so they may designate their funds to go to California. And they may also choose then to designate money locally. So they'll say, I'd like half of my money to go to the bike home and half of it to go back to California. It really varies from rider to rider, but about half of what we raise stays in Minnesota and goes to the 35 Habitat affiliates that are represented in this state.
I mean, the fact that you love to bike, the fact that you can designate where your money is going to be used, and the fact that you have confidence that it's going to be used for the actual construction of homes are very strong motivators, and the support of the people.
Sure, it's gonna fit right there.
Yep.
He's done this before.
This house is the 1,500th Habitat home to be built in Minnesota. There are 35 Habitat affiliates building anywhere from 1 house every year to every other year to the Twin Cities Habitat affiliate that builds around 60 houses every year. And this house is the 1,500th home to be built in Minnesota.
This is the first time that the bike ride has stopped in Perham and also built what they call a bike home with us. The last house we built in Perham was in 2002.
Well, I mean, that's a real special treat. I mean, it's an amazing milestone for Habitat for Humanity in Minnesota, and certainly here in the local community. And it's a wonderful milestone. It's our 15th ride, 1,500th house. It's just a real treat.
This is my 9th year riding with Habitat. And I remember my first year we saw them dedicate the 500th home. And so it's really neat to see the 1,500th home this year.
Welcome to, where are we? We're on day 3. I don't even know where we are, of the 15th annual Habitat for Humanity 500. Give yourselves a big hand.
We have here tonight the 1,500th Habitat home to be built in the state of Minnesota. We really appreciate you guys helping us celebrate this, especially since this is the 15th annual Habitat 500 bike ride. Yay! And we're really excited to do it in Perham. Perham has provided us with the warmest welcome we have ever received on a bike ride, and this has just been really wonderful. So a hand for the community of Perham.
In addition to, really supporting Habitat and really loving the mission of Habitat, we also share a love of bicycling, which is obvious for most of us as we're out there, grinding away mile after mile. And one of the things we'd like to do is share that enjoyment of bicycling with the bike home family. And so each year we're purchasing bicycles to give to the bike family.
We have a bike for you.
Push with your left foot first. Push forward. There you go.
I just want to thank all of you guys for making this happen. That's all I can say. I think it's a blessing for having, not everyone gets this opportunity. So I feel very fortunate.
It's kind of soft and hard to get out the street.
Yeah, we fall down all the time.
I can't begin to thank the Habitat 500 bike ride people, Habitat for Humanity Minnesota, for their support in this project and the encouragement it gives us too to see so many volunteers come out and participate eagerly.
You got a lot of people that give up a week of their time to come to just support or to ride, and all with a common goal of helping someone have a home to live in.
All right, now